It's another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and I've got a couple of guests here with me that are going to talk about a golf outing, but also some other events coming up later in the year. Details after this from Hometown Motors Incorporated.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Join us here today from First Capital Ruck 22. We have Nick Booher and also Loren McGuire. Guys, thank you so much for stopping in. I know we had you in last year for a couple of events that were going on in 2023, but we're back at it again this year. You've got a golf outing to start things off, June 8th.
Yes, sir. We have a golf outing June 8th at JC's. Come out and join us there. It's for Veteran Suicide Awareness here in Ross County. Hoping to fill our ticket up here and come out and join us. We have food, drinks, and some gift prizes and so forth for this coming event.
I know for folks who are not sure what your group stands for, you deal with veterans, and 22, the number pops in because of the suicide rate, right?
Correct, Dan. So there are 22 veterans a day that commit suicide. And our organization was founded to bring awareness and hopefully prevention to start seeing decreases in that number.
Yeah. And have we seen some decreases here locally? I mean, you've had some events in which you've been able to get guys to open up and talk. And have we seen improvement? Oh,
absolutely. So we had an event at the VA. It was a veterans retreat weekend. And there was a gentleman that was there that really hadn't been out in public for about 10 years. And when he came to the event, he completely opened up. Once you get a group of veterans together, it's a different dynamic than it is with a veteran civilian. We all can speak the same language or know some of the same things. So after that event, we had held our event in the park several months later. And he actually showed up to that event. So, yeah, it impacted not just his life, but our lives as well.
Yeah, he came to the event and brought his mother and his wife. And it was pretty exciting. He come up, hey, guys, hey, what's going on? Hey, next thing you know, he's up there hugging us all and everything. And he said, I'm doing well. He said, I haven't been out, and now that I got out and got gone, it made a lot of difference. So, but when he brought his mother and his wife to the event down our ruck down in the city park there, we was all kind of surprised. Hey, okay. But he seemed to be doing well. And like our vet, like we stand for, one's too many. If we can help one, we're doing our job.
Yeah. And if you can break the ice on something that these guys have held on to for 15, 20, 30 years, it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Certainly does.
Yeah. The golf outing is something to not only get people together, but also to help raise funds, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're looking for sponsorship still and whole sponsors, donations we can use for our raffle to raise funds to do some of the things we do. Last week, our group presented a check to Ross County Conservation League for their monthly fishing trips that they do at the Conservation League. They'll pick veterans up, take them out there, serve them lunch, and bring them back. So our group donated $1,000 to Ross County Conservation League for that for the month from May until September.
Yeah, that's a big help. And anything you can get these guys out doing, it just helps them.
Yes,
in a great way. Coming up in September, what will be happening this time?
So we have our large event like we did last year in the park. We'll have food trucks, vendors, there will be magicians, balloon art, face painting, and there's some other things that we're working on behind the scenes we can't announce yet. So hopefully if we get the okay on that, we'll come back in and visit you and tell you what that is. But we have live music all day. This event's open to the public, and there is no charge, so it's free for everybody.
Same plans as last year? I mean, the park is yours.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir.
And we'll have a 13K. we're still going to do that too. So anybody wants to come run 13.5 miles or walk 13.5, you're more than welcome to come too, because we'll have to sign up for that too. Yeah. Coming off through the pump house out through there and go out the flood wall, end up at Maple Grove Road and turn around, come back. Pretty interesting little hike there.
It is. 13 miles. Some of these guys did it in the Marine Corps.
Well, it's 22. Actually,
It's
22.
It's 22,
Right.
22 kilometers.
Yeah.
And they do it with a 22-pound ruck on their back.
Yeah.
And in the service, they do 22 mile.
Right.
So we didn't think we'd find anybody want to do 22 miles, so we knocked it down to 13.5.
Which is what my point was going to. We did it back when we were younger. I don't know if I want to do it on some older.
Correct.
It'd take me quite a few hours.
Yeah, but the symbolism's there.
Yes,
certainly.
absolutely.
And I got to ask, because both of you were in the military, no, you were not.
No.
I apologize, but we've got family ties that
Absolutely.
have all been in. Having gone through that training, everybody's doing it together. Everybody feels the same thing. And I think that starts early on in your career, so that when you are veteran status later in life, you find yourself in a situation where I walked in those same steps. That's why I understand what you're going through.
Yeah, absolutely. So even in beginning of basic training, you develop friendships, trust, and loyalty within the group you work with. I still keep in contact with my battle buddy from 1986 when I went in.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a significant impact on your life, and it does bring people together in a way that most people won't understand.
Yeah. For our non-veterans, battle buddies, you're kind of teamed up, and you're paired up, and you go through everything together, don't you?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So you have half of a shelter you have half of a tent. He has the other half. If you go to the chow hall to eat, he goes with you. If you go to the bathroom, he goes with you, he or she. And then, it's just you develop a relationship that is kind of difficult to understand unless you've been through it.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff we've seen through movies and all of trench warfare. These guys together and knowing what you're going through, and again, later in life, you depend upon each other.
Correct. Yeah. So typically in any military branch, you have a mission to complete, and you rely on those fellow, soldiers, airmen, Marines, whatever, to get that mission completed.
I'm going to assume the contact information is the same if you want to be a sponsor or enter the golf outing plus to help you in September.
Correct. So you can go to our Facebook page, which is First Capital Ruck 22, and you can send us a message there or post something on our page, and either Nick, I, or Steve Gilliland will get back with you as far as the golf outing is concerned.
Yeah, we have our phone numbers on the bottom. Everybody can touch on base with us. Send us a text or whatever you want to do. You can call and leave information so we can contact you back.
One of the difficult things with the golf outing is once it starts, you guys don't really get to participate, do you? Because you're still organizing things, or are you swinging clubs?
we do swing clubs. So
Good for you. I'm
absolutely.
happy to hear that.
Yeah, we have a great time. Last year it rained almost the whole time. Nobody left. We had a great time, and hopefully it'll be the same thing this year without the rain. But yeah, we'll have, like I said, we'll have food at the turn. We'll have drinks, and then afterwards we have food. Everybody can sit and eat, and skill prizes and little. I think we're going to run a Chinese auction, and I think we're still talking about this, but I think we're going to do red, white, and blue this year. Something different. 6 holes of red, 6 holes of blue, and 6 holes of white, and ought to keep it interesting. That'll be fun.
Yeah, you're going to go from the white tees into the blue
We're
tees.
going to play 6
Very
holes
nice.
on the white, 6 on the blue, and 6 on the red. And then we're going to have these inflatable dice out here where you can roll your dice, and we'll have a couple of little games out there for you, make it interesting anyway.
Just to make things interesting. Yeah. So fantastic. Again, we've got. I'm going to check with Aaron here. Do we have their Facebook handle? And okay, so you can find that in this post. Just click on that, and it'll take you right to First Capital Ruck 22's page. Gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping in today. Any last words?
Dan, thanks for having us out again. We appreciate what you're doing for our organization and getting the word out on what we're trying to do for our community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's greatly appreciated. We enjoy coming down here and hanging out with you.
And Nick and I were Air Force dads, right?
My son was Navy.
Navy.
Yep. 20
Sorry
years.
about that.
20 years.
And so we have the parental side of it, but Loren was in full force.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for your service there. And as people don't understand what it's like to be a parent to go through it.
After 5 deployments, Navy corpsman, it's a couple of sleepless nights.
Sleepless nights and a lot of prayer. Spent on your
Absolutely.
knees, certainly.
Absolutely.
Guys, thank you again. And give everyone that you work with our best wishes as well.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
And again, get the details in this post here on Facebook. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can just go over to Facebook and find that information there as well. Thanks for watching this special edition of Litter Media Live.